Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to Home Solutions. Dennis Purvis here with you live and direct from the Mix 1041 studio. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. Hope everything's going well. Your family's safe and healthy right now and staying warm. We've got a great show for you today, but as always, being your only local home and garden show, we're brought to you by Pro 93 Home Solutions. We're your locally owned, veteran-owned general contractor. We can handle everything from your kitchens, your bath remodels, your additions. We can build you a custom house. We can redo your exterior. We do painting. You name the trade, we'll do it. If it's a part of your house, we're here to help. Give us a call, 458-4135. We would love to be your partner on your next home improvement project. Also, don't forget about our clean team. Wendy and her crew are ready to come out and give you an estimate on some commercial light office and maybe some residential cleaning. You want to get some recurring service. Everything's going on. You want to make sure you're completely disinfected. Remember, we have a green clean option. We don't use any of the harmful ammonias or chlorines. All natural, but completely disinfected home. Give us a call. We'd love to help you out. 458-4135 or Pro93HomeSolutions.com. And be on the lookout. We are in the middle of a revamp of our website. So here in the coming weeks, we'll be announcing a relaunch of our website with a lot of incredible items, the updates and things that have happened with our business. One of those has to do with my guest today, and that's the lovely, the talented Tom Carlton from Pioneer Metal. How you doing today, brother?
Doing great, Dennis. How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for being here. You probably want to get just a little bit closer to that microphone, right, so Gideon doesn't have to crank you up too much.
I got you.
But I will say that one of the things that we're excited about is that we are through our partnership with Pioneer, we are now a certified installer of Provia metal shingles, which very simply, folks, is the last roof you're ever going to need. It's the last roof you ever put on your home. And if you want some information about that, you can either give us a call at 458-4135 or go by and talk to the folks there at Pioneer Metal. They can help you out, but it's something that's new. It's kind of the next generation of metal roofing, but it's very easily and because we're a certified installer, you can get an executive warranty on that roof. That means a lifetime warranty. So folks, if you're tired of putting shingles on that roof or even standing seam or rib metal, there is another option out there. We'd love to help you out with it. So, but Tom, Pioneer it's Pioneer Metal. So there's pretty much everything metal I think we'll go over, but you guys do a lot more than that.
Pretty much anything on the exterior of a house except stone and brick we can do.
But if you've got plenty of stone and brick look stuff.
Oh, yes.
If you're looking for just that look, but not that price,
exactly right. Exactly.
Go give them a call. They've got a lot of knowledgeable folks. And one of the things that's always surprised me that I don't think people realize as you drive by out there, and see your store, kind of the showroom there. People don't realize how big that warehouse is.
No, they don't.
It's, I'm a big old boy. It's a tucker. It'll tucker me out getting from one end to the other of that thing.
I call it the longest 1/8 mile in Bradley County. You got to walk to the back of that warehouse.
Well, let's just start off. One of the things that we had talked before we came on air, one of the things that a lot of you folks might be interested in, no matter how you're listening today or what you're looking for, but anybody looking for windows. One thing I can tell you about Pioneer is they've got some windows in stock, right?
Yes, we do. And
you guys have, you were telling me you've got all kinds of different sizes, but you've added some, more's coming on the way.
Yeah, we tried to put in the basic new construction window, and we've had so much call for a little odder sizes, I guess. Instead of 3040s, it's 3044s.
Yeah. Bathroom windows, those kind of things. Those smaller windows. Oh, and we've done that.
5x5s for picture windows in bathrooms.
And what I love about folks, if you're looking for windows, and if you've been looking, that you've heard people say they're 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16, and we talked earlier. Some people saying 6 months out.
Up to 6 months.
Folks, that is real. So if you're in a position where you have some wiggle room, it's not going into block or brick, and you can move some framing around, Pioneer may have something today that you can grab. And even if you do have to special order, one of the things I've always appreciated about you guys is that you've got several distributors you guys work with to really kind of give a good, better, best option for everything.
Yes.
And we've done some big, just straight, clear, big picture windows for some remodels we've done. And people don't realize how much that can completely change the look of your house.
Oh, yeah, totally different. Gives you a different outlook looking through those windows out into the world.
And also on the outside, I mean, it's an exterior and an interior. It's a pretty cost effective way to do something like that.
Very much so.
It gets, when you start totally revamping all your exterior, it can get pricey depending on what you're looking for.
It can. Through the roof real quick.
And so talk a little bit, first of all, you guys, like everywhere else, I think it will just be transparent up front. Everybody's charging more for materials right now.
Yes, and even though we are getting constantly price increases, we're not adding to that increase. We're just, if we have to bump up the price, we're just bumping up the same amount that they're charging us. We don't play the game of, we're going to have to make more money on this because we're charging more money. I mean, it is what it is.
The margin's the margin.
Margin's the margin, and the price increases, it doesn't seem like anybody can get a hold of that and control of that.
And I've still yet to on some of these things for people to explain why.
Exactly. Explaining the why is the big mystery right now.
And so listen, if you've got a reason why, give us a call. Hit us up on Facebook. Let us know what's going on. If you're watching out there, Facebook world, put a comment down here. Tell us what's going on. But no, it makes no sense, because for me, I just kind of feel like it's not been consistent. If wood were a shortage, why do I have so much of this but not of this? If electrical or plumbing or siding, but it seems like it just seems to be so haphazard. I really think a lot of it right now is just people using an excuse to be slow.
that and greed, I think.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Now, one thing I found out that a shortage of like transformers for electricity. We've had these hurricanes in Louisiana.
Yeah.
I got a friend that his job right now, he's a security guard in Louisiana guarding transformers on a huge lot.
I don't doubt it.
And he spent 2.5 months, came home for Christmas, now he's back.
I don't doubt it. They need somebody just to start going around Bradley County and guarding catalytic converters.
I'm telling you.
Well, that's another story altogether. But Pioneer, I think one of the things that obviously it's in the name. I know there's another place in town that has a lot of airways and has been around. But you guys, anything metal roofing, you guys pretty much have.
Pretty much, I can get anything. Got a call today on a standing seam real copper roof. I thought it was going to be a problem. Made a call, no problem.
Standing seam real copper.
Real copper.
Holy cow!
Costly, but that when a customer comes in right now, I don't see a problem with people not having the money. Where the money's coming from is a mystery to me also.
Well, I'll tell you one of the things we've discovered, because a couple of years ago we were just over a year old when COVID hit, and we're like, start a business, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Here's a pandemic. No one's going to want to do anything. But what we noticed is after a few months, people can't go on vacation.
Exactly.
They can't, for over a year, nobody could go to Disney World.
Yeah.
You couldn't pack up, take the kids to the beach. No one wanted to travel. Nobody wanted to get out. And if you're stuck in your home, you start noticing things that when you're only in your house a few hours a day, you probably find a way to overlook. But when you're staring at it because you got a new home office and you're telecommuting from your computer and you're looking at those cabinets you really don't like, or you're sitting out back with the kids and looking at that siding going, man, we need to do something about this. We need gutters. We need this. And so it's, I really think a lot of this has been they do have some discretionary income that used to go for entertainment, used to go for vacations. But I agree with what you're saying. People, especially people that have done their research.
Yes.
That person that called you for the copper roof, they're not just kicking tires.
Oh, no.
They know what they want, and they already know what they've probably got a good idea what it's going to be, what the price is going to be, give or take 10%, right?
Yeah.
And having that expectation, and that's the other thing. People call us and they're like, "All right, look, here's what." And we've got more and more people telling us up front. And I think a lot of that too is, and I know with you guys, one of the reasons we've always worked so well together is that we care about the customer. At the end of the day, it's the customer we're trying to.
Exactly.
We both have, there's times that we've missed a measurement or we've misordered something, and you guys have broke your neck just to get us, because they know that at the end of the day, we're trying to make this customer happy.
Exactly.
And really, right now, I feel like people just love somebody that's just going to be honest, be transparent, and they'll tell you, okay, here's my budget. I mean, we asked that question. Well, what's your budget? What are you looking for? Because I can tell you, some people, and this, they've got those, I'm going to date myself with this reference, but they got Rolls Royce dreams on a Pinto budget.
Oh, yeah.
And that Pinto's the one that explodes when you rear end it. Right? Exactly. So it's being able to understand people are seeing the news. They've seen most people have an idea of what they want. We have very few calls now where they're like, I have no idea. I know I want to do this. What do you think it's going to cost?
Right.
Most people, they've looked at flooring, they've looked at exteriors, they've looked at their shingles, their roof, their metal, whatever it is they want. I think that's a big difference of where that money's coming from. But people aren't shocked by the prices now.
Not as much as it used to be. It's a husband and wife will come in and you start telling them pricing, and the husband will look at the wife and the wife will go, okay, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And most of the time, the wife wins out.
Look, man, happy wife,
what she wants.
Happy life.
Oh, exactly.
You got to make the boss happy. Amen. Praise the Lord. So we talk about metal, and one of the things I think people don't realize for you too is that, number one, you guys are open to the public.
Yes.
Don't have a contractor to come in.
No.
And the customizable things that you guys will do on site. I know we had a customer just 2 weeks ago that had bought online some stone facade panels for their porch. They didn't know that they needed to buy the corner pieces.
Oh.
We came in, talked to Pioneer, and said, like, here's what we're looking at. And you guys custom broke some metal trim pieces for us.
I do remember that.
To be able to make the customer happy, and they are thrilled. Those kind of things that, folks, if you've got, and again, fascia boards, little things like this. People don't realize a lot of people were paying for gutters when they should be paying for fascia because they're like, my gutters are failing. They're coming off my house. It's because there's nothing to nail them to anymore.
Right.
Folks, I know back in the day you could paint your fascia and it looks really nice and whatever. Metal trim coil to wrap your fascia will lengthen the life of those boards. It's not as labor intensive to paint. You're going to pay more on materials, obviously, but you go to a place like Pioneer Metal, they can match colors, they can get custom colors, and they can even break it for you.
Yeah, we can bend anything. If you bring me a drawing, I'll make it out of metal.
Yeah. We've been in there with, like, literally some of our project managers have found like a weird corner or a weird piece, or where an addition comes on in a weird spot, where we've literally made something out of like styrofoam or cardboard and said, this is the bend we need. Here's the color we need it. We go back the next morning and you guys are. So here's what I want to know. Who's the artist with the break?
Actual artist with the break is Chris.
Oh, is she the one that's got?
She can make stuff like you would not believe, and she's got the patience to do it. And
I do not. I can go ahead and tell you, I do not have the patience to do it. I've watched her do that, and number one, I'd cut myself 500 times. Number two, I'd lose every bit of religion left in my body when I ruined a piece of metal for the 54th time trying to make some. But she does it. She lines it up. It's like she knows. It's the pressure too. She knows how to bend it, how to do it.
And she's a perfectionist too. She's going to make sure it's exactly what you want. If it's not, she goes back and works on it. More work gets her.
Listen, I can tell you, we have been there to pick stuff up. She's seen me walking out to the truck, grabbed a piece out of my hand and said, no, I don't like that. Hang on a second. Ran back to the break, got me a brand new and said, that one's better. That one see that at the end. It had a bend in it. It shouldn't. And you're just like, I
know. She sees things that the average person doesn't see.
And that's who you want working for you when it comes to home improvement, folks, in your exterior home that everybody's going to see. Listen, real quick, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to try to run through as much of the products we can from Pioneer Metal Depot. They have got so much going on. Before we go off, tell everybody where you guys are located and what's the best number to reach you.
Okay, we're at 4285 Old Tassel Road, and our phone number is 423-462-2881. I think I gave you the wrong number the last time I was here. He's pressure.
He's got it now. We got it. So listen, we'll be back in just a second. Stay around. Hang in there with us. You're listening to Mix 104.1 and 101.3 The Buzz, and we're Home Solutions. Be back after the break. Are you tired of going to YouTube or Google for answers to your home improvement questions? Maybe you have more projects than you have time. No matter where you are in the process, Pro 93 Home Solutions is ready to serve you. Pro 93 is a local, veteran-owned company offering residential and commercial remodeling, cleaning, and security. Contact us today at 458-4135 or online at pro93homesolutions.com. Let the pros at Pro 93 find the solution for your home or business. That's 458-4135. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Home Solutions right here. Thank you for sticking around with us. No matter how you're listening today, maybe you're driving around town, got us tuned in on the radio there, or you're streaming online, or maybe you're listening through the Mix 104.1 app, or you're watching us on Facebook. Hi, everybody. Dennis and Tom here with you. Dennis Purvis here from Pro 93 Home Solutions, your weekly host. Hope everybody's doing well. Families are all safe. And we've got Tom from Pioneer Metal in here with us. And it's actually, Pioneer Metal Depot, but it's Pioneer Metal to me. I've learned that they'll take a check made out to Pioneer Metal just like they will Pioneer Metal Depot when I pay my bill. But folks, I can tell you, if you want great customer service for anything in the exterior of your home and beyond, but go give them a try, give them a check, give them a chance to bid your job. They've got some of the best prices on materials in town. Even with all the price increases, they have done a great job of maximizing what they've got. Tons of space. And what I'll tell you about it is they'll have things in stock other people don't, because they just don't have room for it. Again, we talked in the first segment about how big their warehouse is, how much they've got on the shelf. Windows, a big part of that. You need a window, try there first. Wait times are crazy right now. So let's kind of go through. We've talked a little bit about metal roofing, all things metal, but there's a lot of other products you guys got. And one I want to start with, because I put it on my deck at my house. And folks, if you haven't seen this lately on decks, Google it, look on Pinterest, look at some of these places where people are using, instead of traditional spindles and for railings of your decks and exterior porches, people are doing hog fence. Now, you can go to Tractor Supply, you can buy or the co-op and grab hog fence. Yep. But it's going to deteriorate over time. It's going to look rough over time. But they've got a product at I always get this backwards. Is it Wild Hog or Hog Wild?
Wild Hog.
Wild Hog. And it is and I'll let Tom explain it, but folks, yeah, I've got the black powder coated on my deck.
That's
holy cow. Terrific look. And here's the other thing. The one thing I hate about spindles, hate them. If you call someone else to stain your deck, we're absolutely going to give you a price, but I'm going to hate every minute of it, because there's no good way to paint or stain or seal a spindle. It's time consuming. You got to be on both sides of it to make it happen. If I can get away with not doing that, I would do it. And I found that way. It was with this hog fence. Tell them a little bit about what it is, what makes it such a special product right now.
Well, it's a steel, like you said, hog fence, hog wire, and it's powder coated. It never rusts. And the good thing about it is it's got the small enough grid pattern. A child can't get his head stuck in it.
It does meet code.
It does meet code, absolutely. And what I like about it too, I mean, you're not going to break it. You'll knock a spindle out, fall into a spindle, knock it out. You're not breaking this hog wire.
And the other thing is, if you've ever looked at a chain link fence for long enough that you eventually could see through it, that's the other thing it gives me on my back deck now.
Oh yeah.
I've got not 360, but because my house is on part of it, but I've got a really 180 degree view all the way around. I can see under the railings. It doesn't block your view. It looks fantastic. And I'll tell you what I did. One of the things that really pops it off is you get some black solar light caps or black caps for the posts. Mm-hmm. You put that in there with that black powder coating.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, it changed the look. I mean, it's a mean looking deck, man.
It is. It's I don't say it has the farmhouse look, because it also is a streamlined futuristic look.
Yeah, it's kind of like that new industrial look, I think, that's out there, where people are polishing, people are literally sealing concrete floors now, or staining concrete floors. It's got that kind of look. We've had people now put them in their interiors, down their stair rails inside. Especially if black is a color they like. What I love about it, number one, it's unlike, there's, depending on whether you put hog fence or goat fence, what I like about their product is it's a fixed width. It doesn't taper at the bottom like some of the other fences do. It's a fixed width. It's super rigid. And what's the warranty on that thing?
It's a lifetime.
Yeah.
It's a lifetime warranty on it. There's no, I've not read anything that dispels that. It's all lifetime. Let me throw one thing in it too, that, a lot of people were putting that on, like you said, the Tractor Supply type of hog wire. If they do a stair rail, they have to angle it.
Yeah.
I've got stair rail that you cut the angle on there and it's still
and you guys now have the framing to go with it.
Yes, we have framing that you put it in too.
So you've got choices to have a real clean look on the railings. What we did, honestly, on mine, what we've done on a lot of our decks that we've been doing in porches is just did framing, literally either ripped a 2x4 or used 1x and made a framing for it. It looks phenomenal, folks. So it's something you definitely want to go by. As soon as you walk through the door, they've got a little display there up front. Take a look at it. It's something that will drastically change the look. It's a great way to kind of spruce up the outside of your home. Speaking of which, let's talk about something else it's where we get probably the majority of our siding, just because of what they have in stock, and what they have the capabilities of getting. But talk a little bit about, I know everybody's used to lap vinyl siding, right? Everybody knows what vinyl siding is, but that is by far not the only thing that you've got vinyl options for. Now, talk a little bit about what people have got out there. And the other thing is people mixing different kind of exteriors right now. Talk a little bit about what you guys do.
There's a lot of that. I mean, in the past, it was you put a little brick on the front, you put your lap siding on the side. Lap siding and vinyl is still the number one seller, because right now a lot of people are building quick builds on houses to flip houses because the market's out there.
Yeah.
Any house that's on the market's going to get sold in a week, I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah.
We offer the lap siding. We've got board and batten siding. We've got two different brands of vinyl siding. I have a Previa and I have Gentech.
The colors
are
amazing right now. And I know if you look at the new subdivisions going in, it's all these blues, dark. If you could, we'll do this for our Facebook folks. This is a Diamond Coat product, but this color, you can see this really dark blue for those of you that are watching us, but it's midnight and it's a blue, but they're really deep greens and browns and mixing those kind of colors. And you guys do gutters too?
We sell to the guys who install the gutters. We have a lot of gutter material. So if you ever need a downspout or an end cap or a hanger, we've got that in stock.
But what's the color that you can't keep around right now?
Right now it's black.
Yeah.
Black gutters. We cannot keep it in. And this is in the last 2 years, it has become, I'm not going to call it a fad because it is going so strong.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll ever change.
No, and you know what? I never thought. So I'm a creature of habit, and I like things. I'm not a big change guy, right? I know it's something we got to embrace from time to time, but when, the first time I even heard about black gutters, I'm like, but now that I see them.
Think about this, a white gutter. Look at a white gutter that's been up, say, 5 years, streaks in it, all that.
Absolutely. You just described my gutters.
Mine too.
Those black, man, I'm telling you, they're sharp.
Stand out. The big fads are, like I say, black gutters, dark siding. I've got a lot of, right now, white siding with black trim.
Yep.
Is a major trend.
Yep.
Last year alone, we sold over 19,000 pieces of white board and batten.
And I will tell you, folks, the vinyl board and batten, if you really, for a cost-effective way to spruce up your house, and I can tell you my office manager has done this in her personal house, but they'll do the lap siding on the lower, a lot of us have gables and dormers, a lot of Cape Cod kind of style houses here, and even the Craftsman look. But in those gabled and dormers, they're doing the board and batten.
Right.
And folks, it doesn't look like vinyl when you put it up.
No, sure.
And it is a fantastic look. It's a great way. You can even stick with the same color.
Yeah.
But it just takes it to that next notch. And honestly, you're not spending that much more money. Very little for what it is. Still using the same J channel.
Exactly.
I mean, all the trim and accessories are the same. And that's the other thing, I think, folks, and this is something you can go to Pioneer Metal just to give them a try, is a lot of us have exterior pieces if we've got vinyl siding, a lot of vinyl work here where we've got exterior outlets or for our exterior lights, anything that's you got to have those pieces, and those are the things that get hit by lawnmowers, hit by weed eaters. If you've got one of those busted, I promise you, chances are they've got that stuff in stock right now.
Oh yeah,
go in there, at least give them a shot to kind of see what when you walk in there and look around those walls and everything they've got and all the different options, it's crazy. And so we talked about lap, we talked about board and batten, but now you got vinyl with the shake and kind of slate look too, right? And even cedar shake.
Yeah, that has been an old product. It's been around, but they've enhanced it so much. The color fade factor is no longer a problem in the last 4 or 5 years. The chemical compounds and the paints that they use and dyes that they use, it just doesn't fade like it used to.
And one of the big pieces that you brought this in here is the new diamond coat stuff, right. Where you've got now, and that's always been the issue is, it may look good for a while,
sure,
but the diamond coat product is, it's a different material for your exterior. It's probably going to be the look of it's going to be almost like a hardy board or a concrete board, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But
cedar siding.
But it's a 30-year no fade warranty.
Exactly.
And how have you guys seen this pick up lately?
That right now is probably the number 2 product that I sell, especially on new construction. People are coming in, they want it, they've seen it. I direct them to a house or two that has it on it, and that's it.
And this is great too, and that's what I was looking for, was the center spread. Mm-hmm. If you want that cabin look, but don't want to pay that cabin look price, the diamond coat is a great, because I'm looking at it right now, they've got a mahogany, a grizzly, a chestnut to give that. They've got everything from dark to light. It's just a great way. And then they've got, here's the thing, they've got these customizable colors right now. Oh yeah. And it is, you're going to have, of course that's a special order and you're going to be waiting on it. But if you've got a specific color, man, I'm telling you, every time I go over to get a color wheel, it gets bigger. It's on a bigger and bigger ring. Everything's getting to that point where they're getting better and better at that. So when it comes to not just metal roofs, right? We've talked about windows. We've talked about vinyl siding. We talked about the options there. What am I forgetting, Tom? What's other stuff you guys do there? There's so much. I'm trying. I'm working my way in my head. I'm working my way around the showroom.
Basically anything outside. I mean, even the products. If you've already got a product like you're putting on your roof and you need synthetic underlayment. Yep, I've got that in stock. I don't stock shingles. Yeah, the market out there is shingles. There's places here that basically they've done that forever. Yeah, nobody's going to go anywhere else. If I sold them $15 a bundle, I could probably.
We'd probably be there tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
We'd probably stock up. But I will say, guys, when he talks about the little things, down to colored trim nails.
Oh, exactly.
If you're doing some of the stuff you're doing yourself, maybe you're just replacing some things and you need the white that's going to match or the brown that's going to match your specific color. Take a piece by, let them take a look, because here's what I love about them. There's been times where, because everybody kind of knows, we still got a small town here, folks. And we were just talking about a gentleman that's kind of a legend in the business around here for exteriors that just passed away recently, that we were talking about beforehand. But there's been times where I've been in there and I'm like, look, I can't find this. And Tom or Lucinda or Chris have looked at me and said, you know what? We don't carry this, but if you'll go over here, they do. And folks, they probably could have gotten that for me. They probably could have found it through somebody to get something really close. But again, at the end of the day, It's about the customer. It's about the relationship. And they know we're trying to take care of our customers, and we're your customer, and you guys take care of us. So they're open to the public. You need to go by and check them out. Tom, thank you so much for being here today.
I appreciate it.
Tell them one more time where you guys are located and what's the best number to reach. The right phone number, Tom.
The right phone number this time. We're at 4285 Old Tassel Road, and the phone number is 423-462-2881.
So listen, if Gideon, I want you to get in if you can, put a big flashing the phone number because we got it wrong last time right now. But no, listen, we appreciate you guys listening today. No matter how you were listening, thanks for spending some time with us. Happy Saturday to you. Remember, love one another. Take care of your family. Take care of your neighbors. We're in this thing together. We'll talk to you guys next week. You've been listening to Home Solutions right here on Mix 104.1 and 101.3 The Buzz.